I knew something was wrong the moment the elevator doors slid open without me touching a single button. The hospital had been abandoned for 15 years, yet the lights inside flickered awake like they'd been waiting for me. And before I could even step back, a cold metallic voice echoed from the empty corridor. Patient arrival confirmed. Proceed to intake. *, my name is Daniel. I'm a freelance urban explorer. The kind of idiot who thinks documenting forgotten places for YouTube is worth crawling through asbestos and smashed glass. Tonight, I'd come to St. Bertram's Hospital, a crumbling structure, standing miles outside town. Fenced off, boarded up, declared unsafe. But when I slipped through a broken side door, it didn't feel abandoned. The air smelled too clean. The hallways felt too prepared. I kept telling myself it was just my mind playing tricks. But the silence had weight, like something was listening. A wheelchair sat in the center of the lobby, facing me. It wasn't dusty, like everything else. It was shiny, polished, as if someone had wiped it minutes earlier. Then I heard it, a soft, wheezing breath behind me. I spun around. Nothing, only the long dark corridor stretching back into shadows. But the breath had been close. Too close. Close enough that I felt it on my neck. I kept the camera rolling as I moved deeper inside. The hospital layout looked wrong, hallways looping in ways I couldn't remember from the floor plans I'd studied. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead like dying insects. On the wall to my right, fresh patient charts hung neatly in a row. Each clipboard had names written in clean black ink, except the last one. That one had my name, Daniel Hart. Room 313. Status. Admitted. I froze. My chest tightened. My brain tried to explain it may be a prank. Maybe kids messing around. But no kids were hiking 3 miles into the woods at midnight to pull this off. Something clattered in a nearby room. A gurney sliding against tile. I stepped closer, peering inside. The operating table was spotless. Instruments aligned perfectly. A faint beeping echoed, steady and rhythmic like a heart monitor, still running somewhere in the dark. I followed the sound down another hallway. The deeper I went, the more the hospital seemed to breathe. Vents exhaled warm air. Overhead speakers crackled with static. My name whispered through the noise more than once, but so faintly I couldn't be sure. When I reached the nurse's station, every monitor blinked awake at once. The screens formed a mosaic of security footage, and on each feed, I was standing in the hallway. But the timestamp showed 5 minutes in the future. In every clip, I wasn't alone. Something was behind me, indistinct, shaped almost like a person but with limbs that bent wrong. Too many joints, too many angles. A floorboard groaned behind me. I didn't turn around. I ran, but the hallways twisted, every path looping me back toward the elevator lobby. No matter which direction I took, the lights guided me, nudging me deeper, further, like hands pressing against my shoulders. Found room 313. My name glowed on the digital panel beside the door, pulsing like a heartbeat. Inside the room was fully lit, pristine, waiting. A hospital bed sat in the center, straps unbuckled, blankets folded. Machines hummed, running, powered by something that shouldn't exist. Then I saw the figure. At first, it looked like a person standing in the far corner, facing the wall. But the longer I stared, the more wrong it seemed. Its spine rose too high under the gown. Its neck stretched like melted wax. Its arms dangled, elongated, fingertips grazing the floor. Slowly, it turned its head, not the body, just the head rotating a full half circle, until its face pointed at me. But it had no face, only smooth, pale skin, like someone forgot to finish it. A flat, mechanical voice played from the ceiling, patient ready for transfer. The creature shuddered toward me, steps uneven, twitching like a puppet pulled by broken strings. I stumbled back, crashing into equipment. The heart monitor spiked into a shrill alarm. The lights dimmed, then surged, bathing the room in violent white. The creature lunged. I bolted out the door, sprinting until my lungs burned. Behind me, I heard claws scraping tile, echoing through the hall, faster than footsteps. Like bone dragging bone, I reached the elevator. The doors opened on their own again. I didn't think. I dove inside and slammed the close button repeatedly. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the creature's fingers slid through the narrowing gap. Long, pale, jointed in too many places. The doors pressed against them, but they didn't fold. They stretched, bending like rubber. The elevator finally forced shut, severing the hand. The thing on the floor twitched like a living spider, before dissolving into gray dust. The elevator shot upward. When the doors opened, I wasn't on the first floor. I wasn't even in the hospital. I was in a corridor of blank concrete, stretching endlessly in both directions. No signs, no exits. Just a ceiling speaker humming softly. Then the same metallic voice whispered. Calm and absolute. Patient transferred successfully. Treatment ongoing. The elevator closed behind me, and it never came back. I've been walking for hours. The lights follow me no matter where I go. And sometimes, I hear the scraping again. If you find this recording, please don't go to St. Bertram's. It isn't abandoned. It's still taking patience.